was
No.
it just like announced?
It was just announced.
Bro, but like once I saw that shit like put in the group, the first thing I did, I'm like, no!
Yeah, bro.
And
I
I'm so
can't
glad I
wait.
was in the car, dude. I'm like, fuck, dude.
Yeah, man, I'm so fucking hyped.
Our dreams are coming true.
Seoul Comic-Con happened the other day over in South Korea, and somebody tweeted out, who was at a panel, said that Noblesse and Tower of God are getting an anime. Bro.
It's all I want, man. It's all I've been asking for years.
Like, fuck, man. There's really... I had to do some digging. What I told you yesterday, that's pretty much all I could find out of.
Oh, okay.
This guy just tweeted out, like, yo, they announced this. And then he tweeted, it's a Japanese studio that's going to be working on it. Well, then somebody asked him what studio, and he said, I can't say.
So he knows which one it is.
Yeah, which is kind of weird because it's a panel, and panels don't have NDAs, you know? And, like, the fact that there's been photos of the panel, so that's not like they took people's phones away, you know?
Right.
So maybe I don't think he does know. Because how are you going to say, I can't say? That's a little fishy to me. But I was on the subreddit for Tower of God, and somebody uploaded the article from Korea, and I was basically reading through it, and rough translations on Google Translate. And from what I got, they're working with this big company in Korea called, what was it called here? Let me pull it up. Studio Dragon CP. They do a lot of dramas. That's their big shtick.
Uh-huh.
And it's all live action. From what I've seen, they haven't done anime before. Which would explain why they're getting a Japanese studio.
Right.
And they kind of go on and basically do some jargon talk about how, like, media has now become very different from before. Like, the MCU has really shaken up.
Right.
Talking about comics being adapted into other forms like film, video games and stuff, and how that's such a breath of fresh air for these like stories in a sense.
Right.
And he was talking about how, I guess at first the plan was they were going to do a live action Tower of God, and they realized that it's just not going to work.
It would not.
There's not going to work. So they didn't know what to do, and they wanted to expand web comics, and they didn't know what form, and so they decided, okay, we're just going to go with anime series.
That's literally the best route to go.
Yeah.
I just can't wait to see who picks it up. We were talking about it yesterday, Danny. I'm really looking at Bones or David Production.
Yeah, well, David Production's doing JoJo, so they're not doing anything else anytime soon. I don't think so, because they're doing part 6. After part 6, they could do whatever they want.
Yeah.
Because that's the end.
That's the reset.
Yeah. And yeah, and they did confirm it is going to be targeted to a global audience, because that's just how the current trend is. And if they did it in a local market only in South Korea, then it probably wouldn't make cost.
Yeah.
Right? As far as revenue goes. So they've really put some thought into how they're going to distribute these animes.
Look, man, all I'm saying is it's going to do really great. It's going to do really, really great. People are going to come out of the woodworks and be like, yo, this is what I've been waiting for, man. Like that thread that I found where I discovered it was going on. The people were going fucking wild, man. People were going bonkers.
Yeah, a lot of people are very hyped. The only weird thing is that, like, people are saying, what about solo leveling? Where's that anime? And it's like, well, slow down. That just started.
Yeah, that one is pretty spanking new, which I'm going to pick that one up.
Yeah, it's on my list to read. I'll get to it eventually.
I saw a few chapters last night, and the art style, like the colors, really vibrant, really, really strong stuff. I look forward to what I'll find as I keep reading along.
Yeah. And they said for sure they're going to be working with the authors for these webtoons.
Fuck yeah.
to make sure it is good. Yeah. One of the things that helped take off for this was you guys remember there was the CG intro for Tower of God.
Yep.
Right on Webtoons.
Yep.
And like how the positive feedback was for that kind of helped them go this route for the anime. So that was some really good stuff. Because basically, if that didn't happen, then we probably would have had to wait a lot longer for this to come to fruition.
Which makes sense.
Yeah, and Tower of God's been doing pretty good. They just entered another mobile game in Korea.
I just hope they don't like fully edit a lot of the stuff out.
I hope it stays really true to form. But I mean, there's a lot of content.
There's gonna be some things that are gonna be left out.
Yeah, I was thinking about it. I was catching up last night, and I was thinking about it. I was like, you know what?
They can only do so much in the pilot.
They're gonna be changing stuff for sure for season 1. Yeah. Mainly the pacing. They're gonna pick the pace up.
Oh, for sure.
Because
we're probably going to zoom through a whole bunch of areas.
It's in the action genre.
To get into, but once you get into it, it's a ride.
Yeah. So 2 things, right? This company that's going to be working on this, they're big in the drama area of entertainment. So I could see where they'll be fine with dialogue, and character development, relationships. That's fine. They probably love Rachel as a character, as a concept.
Don't you dare say that fucking name.
As a concept, right?
As a concept, yes.
Like, she's perfect for Days of Our Lives.
She really fucking
That's
is.
exactly what she's made for, So I don't think exposition and all that stuff is going to be a problem. But I do think the slow pacing in the beginning where there's really no action could be problematic because it really changes once the action picks up. After the early floors, like there's just so much action. Maybe, I don't know, maybe because the pilot's going to be Bam taking the test.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right. And then it's going to end. I bet you the episode's going to end with him meeting, Rack.
Yeah.
And then, that's going to be episode 2. So they're going to be probably shortening some stuff, picking up the pace on some dialogue, exposition too.
I feel like they'll do a good job. I just have a hunch. I got that gut feeling. They're gonna do the right thing.
Yeah, let's hope so. Another big thing is how many episodes is the season going to be? Because, it's either 13 or it's 26.
Yep.
For a season. And Tower of God, with how big it is, it's got to be 26.
So is it picked up for a season or a pilot?
We don't know. Oh, well, anime's different from TV shows. TV shows usually they'll film a pilot and then they'll send it out to news to like television sites, channels, and then they could pick it up from there. But with anime, I don't think that's how they do it. They'll probably pitch storyboards and stuff before animating just the pilot.
Read the manhwa.
Yeah, read the manhwa.
The manhwa.
But yeah, no, I'm pretty sure like they're going to be working on this, at least like the first half of the season before it drops because, animation takes forever.
I hope it's not like One Punch Man where season 2 is just like bullshit.
Well, that's a special case with One Punch because the studio working on season 1 was doing something else. Mm-hmm. And so it was a decision of whether they wait another year for season 2, which would be a 3-year gap, or they just go with a different studio and have them drop it now. And,
what studio was it?
For season 2?
No, for making Tower of God.
Oh, we don't know yet.
Oh yeah, there was no names.
I hope it's gonna be called like Team God or something.
Well, if they're announcing there's an
Project.
anime,
or Team Sue.
They have
Team
an
2,
idea for
definitely.
it. And it's weird because usually when you announce an anime coming out, you would have, most of the time you would have the studio already, right? I know there's a case like with Deadpool, they didn't have one. They had, studios like make a test footage that's like 2 minutes. That's how we got the animated Deadpool from Titmouse, when they posted that on Twitter after Deadpool got canceled. So they could be doing that or they probably have it in mind. And I would hope they would already have it in mind because faster the better, please.
Mm-hmm.
Big facts.
Because it's on One Piece level of how long and how much lore there is. So they gotta you really gotta go with this.
I hope they've actually read it and not like just read one.
Well, they're working with SIU, so
I hope he remembers most of the shit.
Dude, somebody on the subreddit was just like, they said he's gonna work with them. I don't know how he has the time to do that.
I don't know either.
Because he's always saying like he's crazy busy.
Maybe this is what he was busy for.
Maybe this is why he took that break.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would fit into this timeline.
That would make a lot of sense. Gotta think, man. Gotta use that noggin of yours.
Yo, he's using it.
I just can't wait.
Lore. I mean, come
There's
on,
gonna
dude.
be
You
so
got
much,
Rack eating
man.
rocks now?
Okay, you're caught up, Jerry?
Kind of.
Kind of?
Yeah.
Are you caught up?
He hasn't fought the dude in the dog.
Are you?
I'm not. I read like 3 chapters last night.
What part are you at?
He just
Did he just wake up?
Kun? Yeah. Well,
Oh.
that's the last thing I saw.
Yeah.
Oh, I wasn't talking about him, but okay. So
I don't know who you're talking about then.
Yeah,
The only person I know that was asleep was Kun.
Yeah. Me too.
Man, let me know when you guys catch up, man.
Anyways, dude, when the fuck was Bam okay with killing people?
A lot of shit happened.
Yeah, I guess it's during the training.
Dude, it's just during his training, man.
Yeah.
It had to have been.
You guys, what's more precious, I guess? Like, I know all lives are precious, but he's trying to, like,
Yeah.
save them all.
Well, technically, I guess they're not human. Those dogs.
Oh, the canine people?
Yeah. I don't
Dude,
know.
I'm telling
is
you, man.
Bam racist?
It's still, though, dude. Like, do you want to kill dogs or humans? Either.
I mean, when it comes to furries, that's a whole different case.
That's a different
No,
case.
but actually the backstory behind the canine people is pretty fucking depressing.
Yeah.
It got to,
No, I could tell.
like, honestly, I see it at the, nearly the same caliber as Smile in One Piece. It's pretty
I
fucked.
gotta catch up, dude.
It's pretty fucked, man.
Yeah.
Like, when I read that, I was like,
oh my god.
and then I caught up to One Piece and I'm like, I just went through this, bro.
That was so fucked, though, man.
Oda getting deep.
Fucking yeah.
It's funny when Graham was just like, why is everyone's backstory so sad? I'm like,
You
yeah,
got-
that's just One Piece.
That's just One Piece,
You got-
man.
That's
you
just
got
One Piece.
Fucking Wano Flint, Michigan over here,
Dude, real talk.
dude. Dude.
Wano Flint, Michigan, this guy. Yeah, so that's all I could find for Tower of God as
Hopefully we
far
get some
as
more news
from
soon.
the panel.
Mhm.
And then they just kind of talked about other stuff like what the studio is about, which a lot of people in Korea already know because they're big in there. So
Tower of God is getting animated.
I
Holy
I
shit.
can't believe I'm living to see the day.
I know, dude. We were like, our kids are probably gonna see this anime. Fuck that. Fuck our
Dude,
kids.
we're gonna see.
yeah, so that's
Fuck
cool. But
them kids.
also Noblesse is getting animated, which is
and
pretty
Noblesse,
big.
dude. That shit's also a long time.
Noblesse
runner.
got an OVA a while back, which was it was cool. But man,
I would like a Tower of God OVA. though.
dude, the fights in Noblesse
Yeah.
are so fucking crazy.
Aren't they like a bunch of vampires or some shit?
It's a world. It's kind of like Underworld, where
Oh, okay.
it's like, okay, we have humans, right? And then all of a sudden it's like, oh, actually, we've had these vampires, kind of just watch the world this whole time. Nobody knows about them. And then there's also werewolves that we
Yeah.
find out later, and they kind of have a truce, so they don't really fuck with each other. And on the human side, there's this evil organization that controls, society. And they know about werewolves and vampires.
Cypherpole?
No. And they modify humans, and that's how they're involved in the fights.
Gotcha.
And man, yeah, it's really intense stuff. One of the main characters, Frankenstein, is oh my god, dude, this guy is great. He has I forget what it's. I gotta look.
Is
it
it
up.
the main dude?
He's not the main character. The main character is Raz, is what they call him as a nickname.
Uh-huh.
And he's a noblesse, so that's
Gotcha.
where the title comes in. And Frankenstein is one of his servants, basically, one of his I guess not followers, but he works for Raz. And oh man, Frankenstein is just on another level.
Like I told you before, man, I started it, just a lot of dialogue, and I never picked it back up.
Yeah, you need to pick it back up because especially when the art gets better and there's more fights. Oh man,
I'm all in.
what the heck is it?
Tower of God's gonna be great.
It's gonna be the tits, bro.
There it is.
It's gonna be the actual tetas.
It's gonna be the tid. It's gonna be the tig.
It's gonna be the big bap.
It's gonna be the bap, dude.
Yeah, Frankenstein, basically he created his own, they have soul weapons, that's what the vampires call them,
Mm.
and Frankenstein created his own, well, he didn't It's a long story.
I'll get into it.
It's a flashback story, but yeah, it gets really, really, really intense with the fights. It gets a little too ridiculous towards the end. Like, it gets real Dragon Ball levels of just like, okay, come on, another transformation, bro. What are we doing?
Dude, I'm a fan of multiple transformations.
Mm-hmm.
To me,
I mean, Bam's had what? How many?
This isn't even
like
my
so
final
many.
form.
so many. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. Oh, there's some good waifus too. So, just want to
So
let
many
you guys
good,
know.
So many good waifus.
Dude, like the when you first started, you see these characters and it's like, oh, that's a great design.
Yep.
And then she just fucking dies the next chapter, and you're like, oh, that's.
Yeah. Yeah, that shit happens.
I wanted more. But yeah, congrats to those two manhwas. They've been in the top for a long time on webtoons, so it's great to see that happen. Somebody in the thread, Jerry, was just like, "Yo, if it's from drama, that means they could hype up Sweet Guy."
Oh my god.
You remember Sweet Guy, right? Yeah. But of course, you know, if we're gonna get we need a holy trinity, right? We need the third one, lookism. Let's get that animated next.
Oh my god, dude.
But you know what?
Some real talk
My
right
only
here
thing
in
is,
the fucking
if,
podcast, dude.
if it's gonna be the same company, they're probably gonna do live action.
Yeah.
I don't give
it's more
flying
suited.
damn, dude. It's so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you can't get as creepy with live action as you could with animation.
You can. I would use CG.
Oh god.
Yeah, dude. Imagine.
Oh god, that sounds
You know who
like
I'm
the Attack
talking.
on Titan
You know who I'm
movie.
thinking of, dude.
Oh, that's talk.
Yeah.
Yeah, how are they gonna make that look fucking scary in live action? I don't know.
They just shave her eyebrows.
Bro, I've seen The Grudge, man.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
That's all I gotta say about that. I've seen The Grudge.
This is a Korean TV drama.
They could do it.
You know, I'm not hating on them. I'm just saying, like, TV shows can only do so much, or they only choose to do so much.
I wait for the day now where we get lookism, anime, or TV drama, because that would be pretty
TV
fresh.
drama for sure, dude.
Hey, remember, Prison School had a TV drama.
Oh, they did, didn't they?
Yep, that was before the anime. Yeah.
Some good stuff coming up. When did they didn't say release it? Just
Nothing. All we got was them talking about, yeah, we're thinking of doing it. So, be on the lookout for that, basically.
Well, that's something to look forward to.
Yeah, so give it, I'm going to say at least a year before we see anything from this.
Yep.
Which sucks because that would mean 2021.
We'll probably see something.
Yeah, which is just so far away.
But, you know,
I don't want it to be that far away, man.
It gives them a lot of time. And hopefully by then we'll know if it's going to be 13 or 26.
It has to be 26, man.
You can't squeeze all that in 13 episodes.
Mm-mm.
Especially the way season 1 ends. That's got to be
here's the thing about that, right? Season 1 of the anime is not going to be all of season 1 of the comic. There's no way they could do that.
No, you're absolutely right.
Yeah, there's no way. So it's going to be multiple seasons before we get to 2. Max 3. 3 seasons max sounds comfortable enough for them to pull off all of season 1.
There's just so much good stuff in it.
And then season 2? Oh, God.
Yeah.
How long is that going to fucking take?
Forever.
Like, if that's if they get that far, right?
They have to. For me. For all of us who've been reading Tower of God for
I don't know
years.
much about Korean anime and how that market is.
I think that's why they're doing it globally.
Well, that's also why they're doing it globally, so that way they don't lose money on this. But at the same time, it's like how... You know, like a lot of people don't know Tower of God, sadly.
Yeah.
It's great finding these small circles.
It's up to
you
us
know, on the internet.
to have it bring it out.
Cosplay groups.
And that's like that great Russian cosplayer I saw last night. That was really good. But yeah, I mean, we'll see. It depends on the marketing. It really depends on the animation studio and like where are they going to be showing this, you know?
Mm-hmm.
If they go to more cons, if they come to like North American cons, even Japanese conventions, and show it off, I think it could pick up for sure. They just have to really handle this marketing well if they want more than one season. Same thing with Noblesse. I think with Noblesse though, it's more popular
Mm-hmm.
because it's more because vampires, Twilight people.
They never left.
I mean,
They were
I'm
always here.
I'm an underworld guy, so
Same.
I'm safe.
Same.
I'm a Van Helsing guy.
Fucking
Oh,
love
dude.
Van Helsing.
Hugh Jackman.
Hugh Jackman.
I'm just a Hugh Jackman fan.
Yeah.
I suck it.
Yeah.
So I was telling Adam too. I was like, I wonder how many names they're gonna change.
Yeah, probably.
Because remember, there's a lot of Korean names in Tower of God. But I think that comes later, right? Because a lot of the main characters were introduced.
Yeah,
They have
like
very
Rachel,
unique names.
Bam, Kun, Rak,
hmm
Yuri.
And dude, and seeing the early chapters with newer art. Because I was going through some stuff on Tower, and I just looked, and I'm like, oof, yeah, I forgot how rough those early chapters were, man. Oh,
He just got so much better.
yeah. I'm glad that Line picked him up because that
Mhm.
really helped. Because then he actually got assistance to help him and got more focusing and all that great stuff. Same thing, I think, with Noblesse. It's kind of like the same transition in art. Colors are really flat, and then it'll. Oh, see this. We were just talking about this, Adam.
What?
We were just talking about this last night. This article says hold on, let me read it real quick. Okay, they said Guilty Gear, the new Guilty Gear will be on PS4.
Yep.
So, is this still anime?
What?
Tower of God?
Yeah. Or is this called something else?
Yeah, what's the rule with that, right? I was talking to
Yeah.
Jake about it, and he says, because we were talking about Last Airbender,
Uh-huh.
Shelby doesn't think that's anime. It's totally anime.
Maggie isn't an anime then? Because that's also from a manhwa.
So you telling me?
But I kind of agree with Jake a little bit. I still think
I think
I
it's anime,
think
right?
Avatar's anime, right? But Jake's idea is if it's from a Japanese animation studio, then it's anime.
Yeah,
Because that's
what I was
where
about to
anime's
say.
from.
Yeah.
So Tower of God would be an anime because they're going to be working with
A Japanese
So
studio.
Maggie, because it was a Japanese studio.
And plus, and look at Freezing. Freezing is a manga, but it's written by Koreans in Korea. So it's like, that technically could be a manhwa, but no, it's being published in Japan, so it's a manga.
I'm also gonna have to agree with Shelby. I don't think Avatar's.
Oh,
anime.
it's totally an anime, bro.
That shit's a cartoon. But we're
No.
not having this debate right now.
Flapjack's a cartoon.
I love Flapjack.
Courage is a cartoon. Avatar was directly
something more.
it's directly influenced by anime. Like you can
Yeah,
clearly
you
tell.
can see they got some bullshit anime moments there.
Especially the ending of Last Airbender.
Dude, yeah. Oh my god, yes. That's
When-
not the
bro,
most anime shit you've
Bro,
ever seen.
when you
dude.
mix the 4 elements and get this cosmic laser beam, and bro, okay, you know what? That's cool. I'm down.
and
then
it
the whole-
ends so anime too. Like the fight doesn't end with each other kicking ass, dude. It's like something fucking unique you never thought of. I'm like, okay,
Show so good.
that's so good.
So much money, man.
Cosmic laser beam.
That's why I'm so mad that
just
Korra,
light.
dude. That's why I'm so mad that Korra did not bust out the cosmic laser beam. She's like, I just got light, and I'm like, bro,
my laser.
dude, she got none of that. I just rewatched the end of season 2 last night, and I'm still pretty mad about it.
I'm rewatching Kill la Kill right now.
Oh, nice.
That's also a good one.
Oh, Kill la Kill's great.
That's an anime.
It's a great one.
My only hope for Tower is the CG is not shitty.
Yeah,
Yep.
I'm going through a quick list of Korean anime because I've,
Yeah.
I don't know anything. A lot of CG on the screenshots.
Mm-hmm.
Just these screenshots for them. I'm like, that looks like just all CG.
Okay.
So, yeah. Because
For
God,
sure.
like, I want to watch Kenra and Ashura, but that's that Berserk anime, like CG anime.
it's tough.
So,
it's
Oh, are
tough.
you serious?
Oh, yeah,
man.
yeah. The fights are all Berserk.
So was that anime?
It's an anime.
Because the CG.
Somebody on the Twitter thread was like, "Is it going to be CG anime or real anime?"
Yeah.
And then they said CG anime is not real.
See,
and
these
it's
are
like, okay.
these are the woke questions.
Dude, these are the real questions.
Ow,
Is it going to be real anime or CG anime?
I don't want to get confused and look like a dumbass when I'm trying to explain what my favorite anime is.
Bro, but real talk, man.
I just want the mobile games out here.
Yeah.
And
I
look,
really
I get
do.
it. Those are Korean games, and they're just guests. But still, come on.
Yeah, we need to hack your phone, Jerry,
For what?
so you can.
So we
get-
can play those Korean games.
Oh, for sure, dude. I'm down. I have another phone.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, dude.
Oh, fuck yeah, we're doing this.
Yeah, yeah.
That one's for all the illegal shit, like porn. Oh, I should
Porn.
read this shit, dude.
Well, wow. Okay.
That's what Twitter's for too.
Yeah.
The Baps.
Dude, I finished The Boys on Amazon.
Oh, you finished it already?
Yeah, I finished it yesterday. Man,
What are they, like 30-minute episodes or hour long?
another hour-long episodes. Really, really great work. Carl Urban is amazing in this show. He's just an asshole the whole time. It's great. The cast overall is pretty strong. They really, oh, that does drop in an hour. They all have their own way of being developed in the show.
Nice.
And it's just so good all around. Like there's a certain filter on it that makes it feel gritty. There's like artificial camera shakes on there to make it feel more real. I'm pretty sure it's artificial because it just feels way too subtle.
Right.
To where I'm like, yeah, no, they just did that in post for sure. Because if you watch like Endgame, like the whole Hawkeye scene where the camera's moving around, watching the scene where his family vanishes, like that's really shaky, and that's really good. That's why I like Endgame a lot, is the shaky cam parts. So that's good. There's just the characters are so strong, man.
I need to start, man.
I will admit I was not expecting this show to go the way it went. Right, the impression I got from the title and the trailer was like, oh, we're going about in the perspective of these heroes, right? But these aren't your typical heroes, right? No, not really. I mean, we see some of that, but then they're not the main focus. The main focus is our main character, Huey, and he looks just like the name sounds. So, low key, he's rocking the Ben 10 jacket from Alien Force. So I was like, that's pretty fresh. Be on the lookout for an edit for that, because that's
That's
pretty
coming
good.
your way.
Man, it starts off strong for the pilot. I was like, holy shit! Like we're going places.
Yeah, man, I'm down for it. I think I might watch an episode tomorrow.
Unexpected cliffhanger for it. Mainly because I was like, oh, okay, I guess we're gonna delve more into that. And I saw an article saying that it took a different direction from the comics. So
Also, there is a base comic.
yeah, this is based on a comic. Yeah, I mean, honestly, this is just like the different take on the Justice League, pretty much, because literally we have Superman, Aquaman, Wonder Woman, and then we have a few other characters, like Flash, like a speedster, and then like two or three more other characters, and man, they really go certain places. Like there's the Wonder Woman clone, Queen Maeve is her hero name. She goes through a lot of shit in the show, and nobody else interacts with her about what she went through, and I think that's pretty crazy. Like I would love to see
Backstory. Well, like
not
more-
backstory, but like just more involvement in all the fucked up shit that she can't handle anymore.
Right.
Yeah, we got a few of it, but she didn't really go deep in detail about it. And I think that's just because she's been in the game for so long. She understands what she has to do as a hero, basically. It gets, man, it gets crazy. It's great. On Amazon Prime, go watch it. Totally worth it.
I'm all in.
Yeah. Sorry, Adam, about the OA being canceled.
Yeah.
Dude.
There was a lot of potential in there.
There was so much potential. Like, especially when you finish season 2, just the cliffhanger that it leaves off at. I was yelling, screaming. I threw shit all over my room,
Honestly-
dog. Like,
Honestly,
it was
those
just
6 seasons sounds like a lot though for that caliber of a show, dude. You gotta have some really
Did you say 6?
yeah.
They were planning and
6?
slated for 6.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd be fine for 3, but if there's 6 in there, dude, that's a lot of content
That's how much they had, dude.
Damn,
They spent years writing this story and then waited for somebody to pick them up, and then Netflix was like, "All right, we got you." And then
that's some One Piece type shit.
Well, so I was telling Adam last night, Jerry.
he's got good points about this.
So I was listening to the official podcast, The Boys, and I'm pretty sure they're just memeing about how like, oh, Netflix called them, they have a pitch for a show. I'm pretty sure they're just shit posting. But one of their points does make a lot of sense. So they said, they were joking about like, yeah, we're only planning 2 seasons because as far as Netflix sees, they're going to cancel shows after 2 seasons because that show did its job, getting more people into the platform. And then they're sticking around not for the show, but for everything else on Netflix, which to me sounds like some old man Nintendo logic, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, no, I came here for the show. I'm going to finish watching the show, and then I'll also check out other things, But that makes a lot of sense, corporate side, is why are we going to keep investing more money into this show when we could start new shows to bring more people into the platform? And, and they have to constantly think about this because they're always in the red. They're not making profit anytime soon. I think last year they were, $20 million in debt? So... Yeah, they really need to bring the numbers up. So that on that aspect, it makes sense. And very rarely, we'll get shows like Stranger Things, House of Cards, where they're just huge, and that's why they have 2 seasons or more than 2 seasons.
And unfortunately, as much as I like the OA first season, I feel like there were not as many viewers. Second season definitely picked it up a lot.
Yeah,
I mean, just the community on Twitter that I saw, like once it dropped, just skyrocketed. But it's just unfortunate, man. I really hope to come out with physical because I need that shit like yesterday.
Yeah. So Netflix is just weird with that. I don't want a season 4 of Stranger Things, really. They could have just left it at 3.
We still need to talk about that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, there's already DVDs for the OA.
Oh, yes. Yo, send me the sauce.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, we got all the spaghetti, bro. That's all.
That's all I need, bro. Just sit there and just rewatch it over and over again.
Yeah, I'm glad Netflix is doing that, making Blu-rays for their shit. But yeah, that sucks. Makes me worried for other shows that I watch on Netflix, like Altered Carbon.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll be okay.
Is it a soda?
No, that's the
We got jokes.
what's it called? That's the sci-fi one, cyberpunk stuff.
Mm.
Really great show. It's again a season 2 with Anthony Mackie, and then they're getting an anime too. That's going to be canon, so that'll probably help it. We'll see. We shall see. So, do you guys don't know anything about DMC5, huh?
Nah.
Not a damn
No.
thing.
Okay, that sucks. You should look into
All
it.
I know is that
Vampires?
V is Virgil, right? Essentially.
Yeah. I mean, do you want to know how V is made, or?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So,
I'm still gonna buy the game, beat the shit out of it. I haven't got there yet.
so if you remember the lore, of DMC, right? Virgil gets trapped in hell.
Yeah.
After DMC3.
Yep.
And he gets summoned as Nilo Angelo.
Yep.
Nilo Angelo in DMC1.
Yep.
Gets defeated by Dante, and then he's just been wandering the earth since then, all the way up to DMC5. So during that time, right, it's shown that he's just been dying. His body just can't handle his, I guess, power that he's trying to gain. Right? Because his whole shtick is I need more power.
Yep.
Right? Well, because he's half human, I'm assuming like it can't handle it.
Mm-hmm.
And like you can see like his whole body is cracking.
Right.
And that's why he steals the Yamato.
Mm-hmm.
Right? The Yamato from Nero. He takes it back and he uses it. So they have powers.
Yep.
Right? The rebellion has the powers to merge, and then the Yamato is to separate.
Mm-hmm.
So he stabs himself with the Yamato, and that separates his human and demon forms.
Gotcha.
And that's how we get V. V is the human embodiment of
Virgil.
Virgil. But he's more than just that. He is. I've been reading the manga for V.
There's a fucking manga. Oh,
yeah,
V?
they announced it for V. It's still going right now. Yeah. I remember when it got announced, I was like, what are they going to do? Like, it's, in lore, it's only been like 2 days when that happened. You know, from when, he stole the Yamato to when they go fight Urizen. You know? So it's going a little slow right now. But, yeah, it just shows it's also, Virgil's memories and, pain and sadness, like things that would slow him down to gain power. He shoved them all into V, as well as V stands. You know, like the
hawk or
the crow,
the
nightmare and shadow, and V's getting like PTSD in the manga. He's like getting flashes of his memory, and it's like some DMC 1 content, and it's like, oh wow, like this is really good. It's really, because we don't know a whole lot about, you know, the Nello Angelo shit with Virgil. So we're seeing glimpses of that. So that's great. Oh, nice. Yeah. The art is a little too much sometimes.
As far as
his art style goes.
Oh, okay.
There's times where it looks fine, but then there's times where I'm just like, yeah, I don't know. It's a little, all over the place, right? With the way, because the way he designs the environment and the characters, it kind of meshes a little too much. So
I see what you mean.
Yeah, you just kind of have to look at it and you're like, oh, okay, I see what's going on. Yeah.
And I still need to play it. I'm kind of still waiting.
It's totally worth the price it is now. It's like $38 on sale right now. I would totally get it for that.
Fuck. Paydays this Friday.
Yeah, paydays this Friday.
Oh, you too?
Yeah. Oh. I gotta work though until like Wednesday.
Oh, balls.
Yeah, but if you're a fan of DMC, check out. I think it's called The Visions of V, DMC 5. It's 8 chapters right now. I think we're slowly getting backstory for certain things, right? Like his cane. It's sort of ambiguous of what it is. He just found it basically, and it's like, oh, what is this? Like a demon weapon?
Right,
you know, a devil arm. It's like, they're like, no, it's something else, but you're close to what it is. And it's like, well, what is it then? You know? And interestingly enough, his hair is still white right now, where if you remember, it's black in the game. And when he pops his DT is when it becomes, you know, gray. But he's about to capture Nightmare right now. His one that summoned during DT. So that's probably why. And we realize how powerful Nightmare really is too, which is kind of crazy. So, yeah,
I need to read that too.
Good stuff. Yeah. So yeah, go definitely check it out. It's worth the read. God, you know what wasn't worth the read that I read yesterday? Was the DMC Devil May Cry comic.
Oh, the reboot one?
Yeah, because I've been watching Willie and Pat play because I was like, you know what, I want to check this out. You know, just fuck it, why not? And
I like the music a lot.
You know,
For what DMC?
The reboot.
For the reboot with young Dante?
With the cool Dante.
The cool Dante.
Yeah. God damn it, Adam.
I know.
Don't touch the mic.
As I don't know if you guys know, but the reboot did inspire certain things that happens in DMC 5.
Oh, did it really?
Oh yeah, there's some things that the director loved in that game that he wanted to carry over for DMC 5. And one of the things I didn't know was the music part, right? If in DMC 5, the better your style is, the more the music plays, right? It's layered music. Cool. That started in the reboot.
That's what I liked most about it.
Yeah, I was like, that's pretty cool, man. And I didn't notice it when I played at first because, I never played. I wasn't a big music guy for video games early on in my gaming life.
Dude.
But God.
The music's key, man.
There's good stuff in the reboot, and then there's just dog shit in the reboot. Like, oh my God, man.
I remember playing through it the first time, and I was like, again, the music, I'm like, okay, this is pretty badass. Like, I could just keep everything going, and the music just boom, 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 boom. And then there were other scenes where I was going through, and I'm like, yo, what the fuck is this, man? Like, what is this hot garbage? It was pretty bad, man. Like, and then when you were like, oh, I just saw the ending for it, and I was like, oh, I don't remember. And you told me, I'm like, yeah, I remember that feeling.
Yeah, the ending's kind of, it's such a cliche. And then I saw them play the Virgil DLC, and that was just slow, dumb, like, it's just whack. Thwack. Yeah. And then I read the prequel comic, which is how Virgil met Kat. And,
How was that one?
it's just, no. It's,
Good to know.
it's just whatever. Which is, it's interesting because the whole time in the reboot, right, we see Virgil as like, yes, I am the savior of humanity. You know, I want to stop this reign that Mundus has over the world. Let's make this place a better place. And then the twist is, now that he's gone, it's time for us to rule.
Yep.
And Dante's like, what? I'm sorry? And he was just like, yeah, we'll like, we're going to be better than Mundus. You know, we'll take care of our subjects, this and that. And it's like, this just came out of nowhere. And that's why, they fought, which is just dumb. Right? So we're given the illusion that like, he's goody two shoes, right? But in the prequel comic, it's none of that, right? He deliberately tells Kat, like, I'm just using you to find my brother, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because he could teleport through her, through limbo, right? But humans can't go into limbo. So there was a point where she's there and she summons, Virgil to help kill these demons, killing her friends. And he says, where's Dante? And she's like, oh, they said he left months ago. He's like, what? Why did you summon me so early or whatever? It's like, okay, I have to leave. She's like, what about me? And it's like, oh, are you kidding me? Like, I'm leaving through limbo, not through here.
Right.
So basically he just said, I left you here to die, which he does in the game as well.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, there's no exit here for Kat. It's only through limbo. And Dante's like, what the fuck, man? Yeah. And then there's Dante, his character. He's a decent character. He's all right. He's just your average Joe, right? My only problem is like, yeah, it's really jarring when he starts cursing and doing like vulgar language, you know, like cock balls and shit. You know, it just comes out of nowhere. Cause when he's talking to Virgil and Kat, he's talking normal. Yeah. And then he sees these shitty character designs and he's like, what's up, fuck nuggets? Yeah. you know? It's like, I'm sorry, where was that at? You know? Like, you fuck strippers, but you can't say those words in front of Kat, I guess.
Real talk.
Yeah, that reboot was something, let me tell you. Was it time? Yeah. Okay. All I gotta say after that is Ninja leaving Twitch was crazy.
Okay, so he really left though, right?
Yeah, he made a deal with Mixer. If you don't know what Mixer is, that's the Microsoft streaming. You could do it directly on your Xbox and all that. But yeah, they're a streaming service. Not as big as Twitch is, but Ninja made a deal with Mixer, so he's exclusively streaming on there. And Ninja broke his personal record for max viewers when on his first day.
Oh shit!
And I think that's just because like, new platform,
right.
Kind of thing. And people are saying Twitch is dying now. Twitch is going to be dead, and I'm like, no, it's not.
No,
it's not going away.
As long as content is out there,
That's literally like saying YouTube is dying.
That's funny.
YouTube doesn't make, as far as I know, doesn't make money. Oh. But why do you keep it? It's the platform.
Yeah,
yep.
Yeah. Like Twitch.
Yep.
I'm not going to download Mixer. You know?
That's another thing to download, dude.
Another thing to download, yeah. Yeah, exactly. I'm okay. Mm-hmm. Like, that's why Netflix is still around. You know, like, we started this market, we have to keep maintaining the market.
Yep.
We are the market.
We are the market. I don't know, but Disney Plus might shake it up.
They took the napkin.
I don't know, did you see that bundle, Jerry? Disney Plus, Hulu, ESPN Plus for like $13 a month.
Oh, you mean I watch all the sports?
I watch
the esports.
That's no. You don't want to watch
the E in ESPN stands for electronic.
Electronic sports viewing.
Yeah, I don't even know what it's originally stood for. So
I don't know.
Pulled me on that one.
No, you don't want fighting games on there because they restrict costumes. Yeah.
What?
Oh yeah, like with Street Fighter. I was listening to Double Tap and they talked last year's Evo. They were just like, yeah, I guess ESPN didn't show Street Fighter this year, right? Because I saw some costumes and they're like, whoa, they're not supposed to have that costume equipped.
The BAP? What do you mean?
Yeah,
straight like that?
Yeah. Bikinis.
That's why they changed the,
Remember they changed Miku's super of her slapping her ass where the camera slides up to her body?
Yep.
They got rid of that.
Also, when the game first dropped, Chun-Li's BAPs were like, graciously moving. with her,
realistic
with,
physics,
like,
guys.
Realistic
DOA.
physics, right? And then they got a lot of shade for it. So now when you choose Chun-Li...
No, they didn't even get shade for it. They got shade for changing it.
There you go.
Yeah, because
But now
it's stiffer
literally
now.
just like...
Yeah, like if you go on
That's the
YouTube,
best way I can describe it.
just go on YouTube and look at the comparison of both, and it's like, yeah, that's really bad. It's just like the director of DOA said. He was just like, yeah, we want to make the movement feel as natural as possible. That's why there's different movements depending on what type of clothes they wear, right? Like Hikumi, is that her name? Hitomi. Like Hitomi, she wears a karate gi, right? So she has the bandages on her chest. Yeah. And so because it's tight, they don't move as much, right? But then you go look at Tina, and, Tina wears what Tina wears, and, they move more. And he's like, and yeah, there is a setting if you want to where that's not a feature. But to me, that pulls me away from the game. And I'm like, well, I mean, I know what you like. That's what you like. But yeah, I don't know. People are just...
Fucking...
Yeah. This is just the wrong era.
Yeah.
It's the wrong...
For all this good content.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'll still enjoy my Babs.
Maybe making so much money, dude.
I'll still enjoy the Babs all day long.
Yeah.
24/7.
Why don't they throw like Chun-Li up in like fucking Playboy or Victoria's Secret or some shit, dude?
Jesus.
Like they already had a who?
Well, her what was it, Nike collab? It was a Nike collab, right?
What's her fucking
that
face?
she did?
Jolene
Yeah. Or was
with
it
Gucci
Adidas?
and shit, dude.
No, it was Nike.
It was Nike? Yeah, that outfit's fucking fire.
Mm-hmm.
That she has.
That's a good one.
Dope.
Like the
Like throw them up on some fucking fashion shit, dude.
Oh, they used to back in the day.
That's fucking dope.
I have a feeling that it'll make a comeback. It's one of those gut feelings, man.
I don't know. I think the last one was JoJo, and that was like, what, 10 years ago?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's swanky shit.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, there's that place I was talking about earlier, Super Groupies, man. They're doing this,
But I mean, like
like
the big
name.
ones. Forever 21, you're not seeing...
Yeah, I think the last one was JoJo then.
You're not seeing, like Cammy or Chun-Li up in there. You're not gonna see Ellie rocking some like H&M shit anytime soon.
Make hentai great again.
Hentai great again.
It's just people are still weird with video games, man. That's just how it is.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
You're not real.
Yeah. That's all she wrote today, guys.
It's the whole different conversation.
Just had it, yeah. Ciao, brah.
Ciao, brah.
Catch y'all later.
Sorry, I'm not sorry, I go in. You say I go too hard, stop complaining. This is how it is, day out and day in. They ask how this works out for me, let me explain it. While they're sleeping, I be grinding. These years ain't coming back, I gotta put my time in. While they're sleeping, I be grinding. These years ain't coming back, I gotta put my time in. People think I hold my words back, I say don't wait up, cause I keep it like a super saiyan's hair. I keep it straight up, keep it cool. There's no need to stress about what I say, cause I'm secure in what I shoot, like I just backboarded a layup. Reminiscing about the days of college classes, shows I played them. Now I'm working, staying prayed up. This new project, I'm a slave of futures looking gorgeous plain. Lupita with no makeup game, don't see me coming like a Brandon Angelina breakup. I got nerdy, dirty bars, bro. The expectation is to never move it largo. Not the destination, not the city, not the bar, no. Spitting stuff they all know. Staying humble now, cause hardy comes before a fall, though. Hope I have a lady when I'm on and standing tall, so they'll see two unified above the vision, free to call on. Till then, this ambition is a grind to bring that raw flow. Me and procrastination, that's Othello and Iago. My name means distinct flow with bars made to serve you, while my game is only best of holding hard. Thanks to nerd who says he must be favorites of lady stars. It ain't absurd to simultaneously act as both incarnates of Urkel. Lyrical brilliance like my flow can draw a perfect circle. Archimedes on the beat, scarfing Wheaties on the street. Getting stronger by the day so all can see me. Launch his feet, I'm feasting at this table. I've been starving, see me coming neat. Sorry, I'm not sorry, I go in. You say I go too hard, stop complaining. This is how it is, day out and day in. They ask how this works out for me, let me explain it. While they're sleeping, I be grinding. These years ain't coming back, I gotta put my time in. While they're sleeping, I be grinding. These years ain't coming back, I gotta put my time in. Nerd crunk with a flow that's over 9,000. Feel the energy, you might be crushing all your scouters. Say your boys be in the streets, but I got homies business starting that. Shout out to Import Ripple, that's word up to Avalonic. That's word up to fours on my list. Shout to those that I left off. Of course, it's me, your cordial hard worker, putting beats in coffins, rapping like Chris Pringle. People view it as a gift. Pop it just won't stop like Pringles. I open and lose my lid. Kind of songs I concocting atomic bombs and I'm dropping. Take trap and I'm knocking T out. Gosh, we warned and I'm rocky. Every instant is Mickey. Sound alarms as I'm shocking. Beat is knocking. Ivan Drago punches go hard to the body. Their rhymes disappoint like the caps in playoffs of hockey. Hot beats need hotter lyrics. Mean every horse needs a jockey. Sick track with sucky lyrics and catchy chorus won't shock me, but I'm the ender to these games. Not even Orson can copy. Did man work in college? Checks and resume up off the list. Now I'm recording Horseman, sign of the apocalypse. So excuse my going in. Fire tracks I seek, tongue is like a gummy's pen. Death and life is what I speak. So where do I begin? When I write like lions eat. The pride is not where I set. Obstacles I gotta beat, and the mountain might be leading. Best believe I will still fight them. Confident complacency, like some vipers trying to strike me. But I take them like Haji Simpson, Salabin. You got it on that treasure quest like Johnny. Stay bent on it like it's coffee. Grill a faux for show hibachi. I might spit it sounding cocky, but I'm rocking reverence. That's the way they got me. It's a dream that I might cherish. This vision, hey, and dropped it, and without it, people perish. That's Hosea the prophet. I rock it on the mic and hope that reception will vindicate. Spit verses with no curses like I started Independence Day. Sorry, I'm not sorry, I go in. You say I go too hard, stop complaining. This is how it is, day out and day in. They ask how this works out for me, let me explain it. While they're sleeping, I be grinding. These years ain't coming back, I gotta put my time in. While they're sleeping, I be grinding. These years ain't coming back, I gotta put my time in.